Hey there. We all love a good quote, right? Right place, right time. They are great at reinforcing or shaking up our thinking. They're also really good at subtly limiting our thinking if we're not in the right place at the right time. The meaning we give to words changes over time. Our understanding of their wider impacts and the consequences they hold adapts as we adapt. And one word can have ramifications for a long, long time. So I think it's time we checked in with some of our favourite quotes, looked at whether there's a way of updating them so their real spirit, their true spirit, is actually reflected in the words they use and their meaning today. With a tweak of a word here or there, I know we can make some classics even more relevant and powerful for today's teams. So let's take this classic from Mr. B. There's no magic formula for a great company culture. The key is to just treat your staff how you would like to be treated. Seems harmless enough on the surface, doesn't it? Yet two small words limit its impact. In fact, they actually reinforce one of the great problems teams are facing today. That the leader knows best and that their job is to deal with you in a certain way. In fact, not just a leader by job title, but somebody in the team who has influence. Because you don't treat people how you want to be treated. Yeah? If a small example, taking pepperoni pizza into the office to share, to celebrate something. On the surface, it seems harmless. It seems like a nice thing to do, a good thing to do, and nobody would mistake the intent behind it. But if half the team are vegetarians, then there's going to be a level of frustration that, well, you don't really know us as a team if you brought meat in for us to eat. Now, the usual response I get to this is, well, that's a small example. And in reality, if I just take a moment to think, I know that my team's vegetarian. And, I know it won't go down well if I take meat in. But how often do we get those small moments to think, particularly these days when pressure's on, the desire to deliver more and quicker is just huge. We don't often respond well in those moments. So we have to reinforce this thinking wherever we can. And quotes like this reinforce that what you think is the best for everybody else. That your experiences, your opinions, your perspectives matter more than other people's. What we need to do is ask people how they want to be treated. And the asking is really important. It means you have to be curious, to seek understanding, to have a conversation, to talk to your team. It's only here that real understanding can be created. The business dimension, the personal dimension, and the spiritual dimension. I know this word gets a reaction, but it's time to roll with the fact that reflection on who we are and who we want to be should be part of work. We need to bring these three things together, and we only can do that by asking, by engaging with our team, by connecting with our team. So let's change a couple of these words. Let's get rid of treat and you, and while we're at it, let's get rid of staff because it's not 1987, and let's replace them with better words. So there's no magic formula for great company culture. The key is to just ask your team how they would like to be treated. Treat for ask, you for they. Your role as a team member is not to impose your way of thinking. Whatever your job title, don't impose your way of thinking. Your job is to create a safe space for the best thinking that helps the team and individuals deliver and grow. Your thoughts and how you voice them are important, absolutely, but not more or less than the rest of the team. The key is to just ask your team how they want to be treated. How much more powerful is that?